Hello everyone, this is Water Fiction here. Sorry I didn't get to uh, another video in a while. Just got busy doing other things, so stuff happens. But now we're back on to Project Cupid. Now I'm gonna do the next scene. Now at least part of it I should say. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but maybe a little longer. This is obviously exterior because outside. Park. Hmm. Um. Hmm. How about meeting an elderly couple day? Alright, so now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do now. Like what do I wanna have happen? Let's see. I don't know. Little Cupid is now. Let's see. What can I put down? What can I put down? Hold on. Oh, walking. Little Cupid is now walking through the park with Dorothea and Clem. He's wearing white pants with a red t-shirt. I feel give some kind of clothing options to go through and wear. Um, let's see. What? He said, I put, like, he spots various other kids at the park playing and having a good time. Even though he's not a kid, but he needs to do this if he wants a chance with Dulcia. Now I'm gonna do is have I should have Clem say something. Do this. Cupid rolls his eyes. He then maybe tends to go to play. See, Cupid can say something like, "Hey, Clem, mind if we play hide and seek?" I almost forgot. I almost forgot. Then we put on this. I noticed that I thought I would talk through it, you know, but it kind of takes up too much time to talk before, after, even during it, especially during it, because I have to type in like, and then he, you know, because I have to put in like letters, you know. So I might not do the typing. I talk about what I want to do in the scene generally, you know, from now on. I know it's taking a while to figure that out, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from now on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Huh. You know, here's something else I might do. Occasionally, I might do this because, like, what I want to do is to maybe do that fake out thing where, when, you know, the person pretends to count like 1, 2, they don't actually intend to find the person, so the person goes off to hide. Should I do it that way, or should I do it where he starts counting and he's waiting for the person to go, but then he's only kind of humoring the person. He said that him, he's just a kid, right? You know, because there's no reason for him to believe that it's really some plot, you know, some scheme to get the girl of his dreams to fall for him, well, his adult self, not this incognito kid self kind of thing, you know. Actually, this might be a short one because I want to know what you guys think. What I should do. And this one I might actually put on Facebook. Put the others on Facebook too as well if they want to see me reading all these other scripts as well. I have Facebook. I think do I have Instagram? I think I do. I don't really use it too much. A lot of stuff I get because I see like, oh, this person's on there. Like, oh, come on, see if I can just kind of see what their work is and stuff like that. And it's like I totally forget about it, and then I hear bad stuff about it. I'm like, no, you know, like Twitter. Twitter was like this big thing, and then of course it got taken over, and it kind of went downhill from there. You know, and the start of it was, of course, when the blue check no longer meant that you were this person. It meant that you paid money to get a blue check. You know, and it's like no, you hear about like all the stuff that happens. You know, I know the way for I would say Social Security almost, or social media. Social media, yeah. That I had was MySpace. Then all of a sudden it just stopped working. Like they let go to you know shit, and it's like no, you know. That's about it. Remember to tip your wait. No wait, that's something different. But yeah, you should really do that. Though at least until like things get for the better, you know. But I think you should still do it, especially if it's like if you like the food, like the service. Which reminds me, why can't you tip a chef for? Because the chef's the one making the food, right? Yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but like, why can't you tip if you have to, if you want to tip the waitress? Why can't they allow you tip the chef for? You know, isn't the chef doing all that stuff? Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. You know, but doesn't make sense to me. You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to. You know, and for me personally, I think like waitresses should, like, everybody should be paid the full on living wage. You know, they shouldn't depend on us for tips. The only thing we should have tips out for is if like I said before, you want to commemorate them for the service in the food industry, right? Like I say, hey, you know, thank you for serving us. Thank you for getting our food. You know, it shouldn't be like, oh, hey, here's some money to help you get to college. Because that's not our job. Our job as customers is not to make sure the single mother who has to go, there's like 3 jobs and one of them is as a waitress in a cocktail bar, that much, sorry, gets to go off to college. That's our responsibility. Our responsibility is to basically pay for the food and the meal, but I was about to say food and mood and feel. I might have. That was weird. Anyway, so you know, our job is to do that. And if you want to give like a little tip, a little extra spending money on the side, that's what it should be. A tip to be like, hey, look, I love your service. I love how good you're. Here's extra spending money on the side. And also, you should extend to the chefs as well, like those working the back. You know, those who have to clean, the bus boys, and those who clear the tables after you're gone. Like, why don't they get tips? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, you know. Like, of course, now I'll be more inclined to tip more so than I was like a couple years ago, because the economy is a little more stable. You know, but I still believe that the employers should pay their employees a living wage, not be like, okay, now we're not going to pay you the full, we're not going to pay you enough to get by. So you're gonna have to be really, really nice. Like, they should be really nice to customers either way. But let's say, hey, look, your pay, you being able to pay you rent relies on us, the customers. That's like, no, that's too much, you know. So anyways, though, that's all I have for today. Remember, I just have to know, should I have Cupid trick Clem into hiding and then try to talk to Dulcia? Or should I have Cupid not realize and not think that maybe Clem would use him doing the hide and seek thing to sneak off with Dulcia? Or maybe they both would hide? I don't know. You tell me what you think, and if it's the first time looking at the videos, look at some else. I think it's like that's one of the things I would say look at is like the script being redone. I think it's called like there's some changes to script, something like that. I'll put the link to it on the description below, along with my Patreon, which I really need people to start looking at. And like I know I'm not the best, but I need to get practice in, and B, I need the money so I can actually do the stuff that a lot of these YouTubers do. Like I see them with even though they're like little avatar of the character, and it's like, hi, how you doing? We're gonna do all this stuff. I don't know how to do that, so that's what I need help with that stuff for. Alright, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think I should do with this one, and thank you, and goodbye. I know that was forward. Oh, who guessed?